Now, we've heard a lot over the years about the north-south divide and the stereotypes each gives the other. So is it really grim up north, or is that all pies and prejudice?
Well, presenter and good northern lad himself, Stuart Maconie, decided to find out. He went on a journey in search of the north to discover where the clichés end and the truth begins, and he's with us now. Good morning, Stuart.
Good morning.
Well, it depends where you start from, where the north begins, doesn't it?
Crewe.
Really? Is that it?
My scientific research has led me to believe Crewe is the gateway to the north, yeah.
Because?
Well, because of the railway station, and because below that it's kind of the Midlands. I mean, Wolverhampton doesn't feel kind of that northern, but beyond that it's all, you know, what you consider the traditional north, I think. So Crewe is gateway to the north.
So why? So it's traditional north because things change there?
I think the way people speak changes. If you want to get all technical about it, the geology changes. You know, hills get higher, people get, you know, harder, that kind of thing. Conforming to every stereotype now, of course.
Well, yes, that's what your book is all about, isn't it? Stereotypes. And do you find them or do you explode them?
There are some explosions and there are some, you know, confirmations. I think it was about finding what the new north is like, and the new north is not flat caps and whippets and stuff like that. Neither is it all, you know, designer hotels and cappuccino bars. It's somewhere between the two. I think northern cities have particularly transformed themselves in the last few years. So Newcastle's the best looking city in England now, and things like that. So.
Do you think you deserted the north because you've worked a lot down in London and all the rest of it? Do you kind of feel that you are a foreigner going back there or not?
Oh, I don't know about a foreigner. I mean, my my friends and family think I speak like Brian Sewell now. You know.
Do they?
Yes. but no, I don't feel like a traitor. But I do feel like I've kind of softened up. And if I don't watch myself, I'll say dinner when I mean supper, or is it lunch? I forget which it is. I mean, the first time in the book I said that a TV producer once said, "Do you want to come round for supper?" Yes. And I thought that'll be a bit odd. Would that mean being in our dressing gowns eating cheese on toast on the settee, which is what Northerners call supper at 10 o'clock at night? But I realised that's what you call dinner.
You're confusing me now. What about tea?
Tea you have at 5:30.
Right,
yeah.
And what do you have at 5:30?
Oh, a pie of some description, I would imagine.
You're doing it again.
Yeah, of course, now you're all sun-dried tomatoes and cappuccino makers,
I'm cappuccino, I'm all that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm civilised now. You can take me pretty much anywhere. Yes, which was the point of the book, to go back and find out. I mean, the myths are humorous, and I like to play up to them a bit, but I think, you know, it was also to say we're much more sophisticated and elegant and intelligent than people give us credit for.
Did you examine the climate? I mean, is the weather... People say it rains all the time in Manchester, and that's been debunked many times. But it is colder, isn't it?
Marginally, but that's character building. You know, Sheffield has more hours of sunshine than Barcelona or something like that. Or if it doesn't, it's a fact I've made up and I'm going to stick
or something like that. Yeah, the key phrase there.
Yeah, as Vic Roos says, 95% of all statistics are made up on the spot. So.
I want to look at some of the myths so that you've debunked. So it's not. Is it grim? It's not. You'd say.
It's not grim. The Lake District, the Peak District, Northumbria. You know, it's not grim at all. What has Streatham to compare with that?
Well, yeah, but you're not really comparing like with like there, are you? I mean, there's Streatham you'd compare with Skelmersdale or something, wouldn't you?
But Skelmersdale, a fine place. I used to work in Skelmersdale. That's great. No, but
so is Streatham.
No, yes, but when people say it's grim up north, they invariably show you someone hawking up into a spittoon with a whippet by a disused colliery. They never go to Dove Cottage, do they? You know.
What about this? Northerners are friendlier.
They are friendlier, although if you're ever in Redcar at chucking out time on a Friday night, that might not always be the case.
And friendlier in what sense do you think, then?
I think we're just more likely... I think if someone... You know, again, it's an old cliché, but if someone talks to you on the bus in London or on the tube in London, you move away because you assume that they're a nutcase. But, in the north, we do that
Why are people friendlier?
Oh, I think it might be because, you know, we've been thrown together. I mean, we were...
Well, the country's narrower, so you're all squeezed a bit more together.
We're all squashed on top of each other. We've got to, you know. We're in such close physical proximity that you've got to make friends quicker,
And there are more swimming pools up north.
Are there?
Apparently.
Is that one of the statistics you made?
It's in the book.
Is it? Well, that's because we've only just got baths, you see, Before that, it was our only way of washing ourselves.
Okay, and what else? So you've written the book, Pies and Prejudice, which is out now. And what else are you up to? You're still on the radio, aren't you? I hear you.
I'm on Radio 2, the station of the nation. It's all the time.
Speaking of which, music, northern music,
Yeah.
is in a class of its own,
Oh,
isn't it?
completely a class of its own. From, you know, Arctic Monkeys to Oasis to the Halle Orchestra. Yeah, yeah.
You've got them all.
We've got them all, really. Yeah. I feel sorry for you, really.
Oh, I'm terribly deprived. Terribly deprived.
It must be hell.
It is, absolutely. I'm thinking of moving myself, actually.
I would if I
All
were.
right, Stuart, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Real pleasure to speak to you. Now, stay with us because Joe Brown will be here shortly. First, though, that's a last look at what's happening where you are.